XFM News on point.
The news on XFM. I'm Chris or Tim. 19 presidential aspirants have submitted signatures seconding them for nomination early next month for the 2021 presidential polls. Among them include the NRM's Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, whose signatures have already been verified. Others still under verification include Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu of the National Unity Platform, Henrietta Mukunde, Joseph Kabuleta, Mugisha Muntu, among others. The chairman of the Electoral Commission, Simon Byabakama, says nomination of presidential candidates will be conducted between the 2nd and the 3rd of November this year, 2020, at Chambogo University Sports Playground.
Presidential aspirants who have attained the verified supporters from the required 98 districts will be issued with a certificate of compliance, which they will then present to the returning officer on nomination day. Meanwhile, aspiring candidates have been advised to book time in advance on any of the gazetted dates, that is Monday 2nd and Tuesday 3rd November, in order to ensure a smooth nomination exercise. And in accordance with Section 21, subsection 1 of the Presidential Elections Act, the Commission will only announce and appoint and gazette the campaign period as well as the polling date after the nomination exercise of the presidential candidates.
A group of 15 former NRM Central Executive Committee contestants have expressed their dissatisfaction over the failure to meet the national chairman, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for now 2 months. Addressing journalists in Kampala yesterday, Dr. Samuel Odong Oledo, the group's national coordinator, did say that they have written over 20 letters to President Yoweri Museveni requesting for a meeting over their involvement in the party's mobilization activities ahead of the 2021 elections, but all in vain.
What has gone in the way? What has blocked this agenda? What has blocked this occurrence? His Excellence, I'm Dr. Dong Samuel Oledo, the coordinator of this team, and we are here requesting, as a fountain of honor, please spare time, spare a moment to meet this honorable team. They have been engaged deeply into mobilization. They've been engaged so much into reconciliation of party members, those who have been aggrieved. And we are saying we need flagging by the fountain of honor.
Florence Chintu Tumwine, the vice coordinator of the group, says there could be some elements within the party that are blocking them from meeting the president.
By the time we continue going to the field, people will have already known our intentions. I want to end by saying the meeting with the principal is very, very important for this team. We are seeking audience with the president, and the president has been wanting to meet us for now 2 months.
Farmers have been advised to embrace growing of mulberry to increase silk production in the country. The Minister for Science, Technology and Innovations, Elioda Tumwesige, says the world over, silk production has registered low production levels, yet it's more profitable compared to other cash crops. While speaking during the visit of the Parliamentary Committee on Science and Technology to the Sericulture Hub in Mukono, Tumwesige said Ugandan farmers need to venture into crops that can change their livelihood.
There is currently a global shortage of silk, and as a consequence, the price of silk has been going up. Most of the silk used to come from China, but China has gone into real high-level technology, and yet we still have a budding population in India, in China, South Korea, in Japan, which want to use silk. We also still have a huge population in the US who want to put on silk ties. And of course, of recent, as you know, it's been shown that when you use a silk mask, it's as efficient as N95 mask. Yet so good because it does not bring any allergic reactions, and it has electrostatic forces that prevent the bacteria.
Clet Wadui, the principal investigator for the commercialization of sericulture project in Uganda, says silk production is projected to be next Uganda biggest income earner, saying this can only be achieved if farmers engage in massive production of mulberry.
Our target is 50,000 acres of land that will be bringing to the Ugandan economy at least $100 million every year. Now, as we strive to achieve this, our levels of investment are from mulberry production, rearing, and then we get into processing. Now, in the processing, we are looking at processing the cocoons into yarn, then from yarn, those are threads into the fabric. There are, of course, other processes that can follow, like making the actual silk clothes, which is a tailoring business, which technologies are available and people are already trained for that.
In African news, Gunfire has erupted and jailbreaks have been reported in Nigeria as unrest over the shooting of protesters in its biggest city continues. Rights group Amnesty International said security forces killed at least 12 people in Lagos on Tuesday. Nigeria's army has denied killing demonstrators in the Lekki area, provoking more anger. The protests began about 2 weeks ago with mostly young people demanding the disbandment of a notorious police unit. The Special Anti-Robbery Squad, also known as SARS, which had been at the center of protests against police brutality, was dissolved on the 11th of October. Using the hashtag #EndSARS, protesters rallied crowds to the streets. The shooting has spurred global calls for those responsible to be held to account. In sports, Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta said there is more to come from fantastic Thomas Partey after the midfielder's superb full debut in the 2-1 Europa League win at Rapid Vienna in Austria. David Luiz and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scored 2 goals in 5 second-half minutes after a Bernard Leno mistake had gifted Tachichas Fontas the opener to ensure the Gunners began Group B with a victory. But it was the performance of the £45 million deadline day signing Partey that stood out. The former Atletico Madrid player was a calm presence in midfield, breaking down attacks and building play with apparently effortless ease. And that's the latest XFM News.
XFM News on point.